Hi, thanks for talking to us today. Really enjoyed the first 5 episodes.
Great.
So, can you start by talking about sort of what parts of your characters were the easiest for you to connect to and what parts you had the most difficulty connecting to?
Well, I find that the stuff that I connected with the easiest with Sarah was also the stuff that I had the hardest time connecting with. Like I was talking about how I find her to be a people pleaser and to kind of like tend to minimize her experience for other people's comfortability. And I relate to that, unfortunately. And it's so insufferable when you deny yourself just the opportunity to exist authentically. I always walk away kicking myself if I wasn't able to stand up for how I'm feeling in any given moment. So to see her kind of go through a similar thing, it's just like, oh, you walk away with this like really yucky feeling. But it's all a part of learning. So I think that that's part of her process is part of my process, and people are going to at least relate to that, I guess.
Right. Agreed, Aren?
I feel like, yeah, you know what? Like I also sometimes struggle with being a people pleaser, and Ashley is not that. I actually found that such a pleasure to play, and like weirdly enough, yeah, I felt like I could relate a lot to Ashley's just like Ashley does not play by your rules and does not care what you think. And weirdly enough, I found that really easy to relate to because that's something I really strive a lot in my own life to try to achieve. What was hard to relate to? I found sometimes I'm really animated when I talk, and Ashley is really like a monotone straight shooter, and sometimes I got like really worried that I was being like boring or like I don't know. I found it hard to, and also Ashley like I found it hard to like play that balance between like you know Ashley with most people Ashley just like doesn't really care too much about them and sees them as like a means to an end and a fascination but not much more than that. But the people that Ashley connects to a lot, it was interesting trying to find that zone between like how much does Ashley come out of their shell and how much does Ashley really crave connection. So that was a bit of a challenge sometimes to find.
All right, Aren?
For me relating to Todd, I mean it's funny because I obviously like I don't consider myself a dick. He's just
You're not, buddy.
He's
You're
a
not
jerk.
at all.
But that's also thank you so much. That's also why we do what we do is so we can play things that we aren't. So for me, it's I've played jerks in the past and it can be a lot of fun. I think where the difference came with Todd, I really wanted to inject a level of authenticity and sincerity and really get to the bottom of like why. I didn't know just want to be the cliche. He peaked in high school, just straight up jerk for no reason. I really wanted there to be like some deeper meaning behind why he is the way he was. And funny enough, throughout the season, we kind of understand a bit more. I can't say too much, but we do kind of get to the bottom of what he's really harboring inside and feeling ashamed for whatever reason, hiding this truth. So when I could come to it with that level of understanding, you start to understand like why he is the way he is, why he's picking on Reg so much and tormenting him. And you really do understand that he's kind of quite similar to him. And even in the poking and the prodding and the tormenting, I wanted to have a level of almost buddiness where it's like underneath all that cutting, it's like he really kind of wishes they could be just like best buds.
All right, fair enough. Well, thank you very much, all of you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.